How about now? Do we have audio now, or are people hearing me now? Is that a thing that's happening? Double checking. Let me know if you can hear me, because there's a chance. Okay, sounds like it's working now. Okay, great, cool. Sorry about that. Hey, y'all! Welcome back to Tales from the Table Studios. We're here with part one of One Night at Ollie's 2. We're really excited about it. I don't want to waste any time because I did just have to do this twice. So I'm going to throw things around to our wonderful cast so they can tell you who they are, who they're going to be playing today, and we can get to it tonight. So I'm just going to popcorn things around. We're going to start with Q.
How fucking dare you?
Welcome.
Hi, I'm Q, your friendly neighborhood cowboy maker, still living in these unprecedented times, wishing one day we could go back to precedented times. I am playing a name that I just made up a few weeks ago. Anyway, I'm playing Sully, who is the Scout playbook.
How old is Sully?
Sully is 16.
Love it. Pronounce?
Sure. He, him. As
yeah,
are
I guess
mine.
I'll take a few of those if I have to.
I suppose.
Well, we love Sully. We're big fans of Sully. So who are you gonna throw it
to? We're gonna give it to Andrew.
Okay. Hi, everybody. I'm Andrew. I use he, him pronouns. That Gamer Ajax on all the socials. At this point, I'm just kind of a guy on the internet. Tonight, I will be playing Ted McGuire, age 15, and he is our loner weirdo. He, him pronouns. X?
It's a me, Extel, Leo. Hi, everybody. I'm here too. I have been here the whole time. My pronouns are he, him, as are my characters, Jack Withers, who is a bully. Literally, that's what the playbook is called. He is a bully, and he's 14 years old, and he's ready to point out everybody's insecurities, except his own.
That's
Back
awesome.
to you, Lion.
Hey, that's me. Hey, y'all. It's Drake Lionheart. Most people call me Lion. I use they, he pronouns, and today I will be playing everyone else. Well, almost everyone else. I'm not going to expand on that at all. Y'all can wonder about that for a while. Anyway, I will say it's funny that you did the It's a Me, because I've been watching with the kids a lot of My Hero, and they keep mispronouncing Mirio's name. So every time they do, I go, "It's a me, Miria," which is great. So I appreciate that. We're in sync here. The vibes are immaculate.
Hashtag vibes.
Yeah. So with that, no other reason to be concerned whatsoever. Let's get into tonight's game. All right, all you kiddos out there, it's the most sacred time of the year again. Halloween. Throw on your masks and grab your buckets, but make sure you don't forget the rules. Don't stay out too late, don't eat your entire haul tonight, and the pit ain't a playground. Now get out there, leave your eggs in the TP at home, and remember to send pictures of your hoard over to us here at WFNA, because whoever gets the best looking haul wins our mega prize. It's been a year since we've last had a glimpse of Layton, the city that should be a town. Besides the giant sunken pit where Ollie's Adventureland once stood, not much has really changed in the year we've been gone. Shops shuttered, full blocks empty and forgotten, newspaper and trash cluttering the streets. But closer to the heart, the city is alive. Houses and humble mom and pop storefronts covered in cobwebs, oversized bats, skeletons in various forms of degradation, and witches stirring bubbling cauldrons. There's a quaintness to it, the sort of peace you only find in smaller towns. Ones where everyone knows each other, and Layton, despite its scale, perfectly captures those vibes. The problem with everyone knowing one another, however, means that whenever something of note happens, it is dreadfully difficult to keep it a secret. See, for example, the Withers household. Just under 2 weeks ago, their eldest, Kara, a junior at Layton High, left in the morning just like any other day. She never returned home. Since then, it has been a revolving door of neighbors, there for support, for curiosity, for community. It's here where our story begins. Jack, would you describe the exterior of your house for us?
It's a one story. Dad keeps the lawn pretty well kept, green. The house itself is a boring beige color. I don't really know. I don't really pay attention to colors like that. But there's a set of chairs on the front porch where usually we would sit sometimes. Most of the time I stand. Mom and Kara would sit in the chairs while me and Dad stood against the railing talking about whatever annoying thing they like to talk about. And her backpack is still by the front door.
Untouched, huh?
Yeah.
As the sun begins to set on today, Halloween, where do we find Jack?
On the front porch. Chin on fist as he's leaning against the railing on the front porch. Looking out at see people that keep driving by and slowing down to get a good look at the house. Sure, they have plenty of things to say about it. Not give them each a finger as they drive past.
Describe yourself for us.
I gotta remember here I'm 14. I gotta. I mean, they're gonna be tall 14-year-olds. Jack is. I'd say he's about 5'9". He has dark skin. He has his hair's cut in a high top fade. A tall one. It's like about that high, probably. He's wearing a suit because people came by and we needed to be dressed up for it for whatever reason. And he's a bit, I wouldn't say he's got sort of an athletic build. He's not really bulky or anything, but he looks like he tries to work out for maybe a sport or something.
Any plans for tonight?
Mom asked me to go through Kara's backpack to see if there was anything in there to see any indication of why she hasn't been seen in a while.
I'm going to ask you one more question. Sitting here, dealing with what you're dealing with, feeling how you're feeling, knowing what you have ahead of you, how do you feel watching the kids walking sometimes just right past your house, already out in costume, buckets half full? pausing just long enough to sort of stare as they move by.
Angry. Mostly because I know that Kara would try to drag me along stupid trick-or-treating with all the stupid kids in the neighborhood. And I miss that.
Stuck in your own head thinking about this, it's not until you hear the feet on the cobbled pathway up towards your stairs, the stairs you're sitting on, that you notice the young boy running, half running in your direction. He's dressed up as a vampire. He stops just in front of you, his eyes wide, hair slicked back with some kind of pomade or grease or something that you're sure will be a nightmare to get out later, and a big set of those old plastic vampire teeth. And he pops them out of his mouth and he holds out a baby Ruth. And he goes, I don't, I wanted a, I don't, this is for you. This, you know,
Slowly reach out. Take it. You just give your candy away to strangers?
I think you look pretty down, and I know my my mommy said that your sister left, and I know that maybe you feel lonely because your sister left, and I know when my sister got married and she went away, it made me really sad.
Whatever, kid. Have fun with your friends.
Okay, and he pops the teeth back in, and he turns and he runs back, and it's you can overhear as he gets back to his group and they start moving on. One of the other kids say, "I thought you were gonna get your ass kicked." And the first kid, through the muffled voice from the oversized fangs, goes, "No, he was really nice."
Unwrap the candy bar. Take a bite. Never turn down free candy, at least.
Just about then that you hear the door open behind you. Your voice, your father.
I couldn't hear you at the end of that. You dropped out pretty hard.
Oh. Is this better?
Yes.
Awesome. Yep. Okay. So the door behind you opens, and you hear the familiar voice of your father. "Hey, kid."
Hey, Dad. Is people gone yet?
Only. I'm just trying to help. I know they're just trying to be nice, but
Yeah, sure they are, by coming around asking all types of questions, being insensitive about it.
yeah, but at least they bring their casseroles. Mom hasn't really been in a great place. Can't really take care of dinner, and I'll just burn the house down, you know.
Yeah. You want this candy bar?
kind of like gives you a quizzical look.
Some lame kid just gave it to me.
Oh. He'll take it and he'll look it over and go, yeah, seems real lame. You sure you don't want it?
Yeah. Not my favorite.
Should I know it's not you're not excited for it, but you should take care of that. Get it out of the way.
Why do I have to do it? Can't your mom do it?
I don't have a good answer for you, kid. Not one that's gonna make it sound fair. But, maybe you can understand some of the stuff in there better than we can.
All right, I'll do it. Just give me a little bit, okay?
Yeah. Take your time. He kind of like pats you on the shoulder. Gives you a little squeeze.
I'll look at the backpack, pick it up, and sit down in a chair. Start going through it.
You know, it's a lot of what you'd expect. Brightly colored binders, notebooks that have little scribbles all over it, little textbooks. And so when you pull out one of these like marble notebooks where all of the white has been sort of like doodled in like green and pink, that a page slips out and falls sort of onto the floor. Now, as far as you know, Tara was never really what you might call an artist. She doodled sometimes. That was it. Everyone does. But what falls out is a relatively decent sketch. A place you only barely recognize. The Electric Circus. Arcade near the edge of town. The city. One of the few places that didn't close with everywhere else. But just a couple weeks after the old park finally ate it and completely fell into the earth, for who knows why, the arcade shut down soon after. As far as you know, it wasn't a place that she cared for very much. I don't think you've ever seen her go there or heard about her wanting to go there.
And you said it's drawn really good, right?
It's pretty solid. It's not the best, but
Mhm.
it's like a legible sketch. Like you can make out some of the details there.
How's this? I'll walk into the house and find my dad.
I'm gonna ask you to do me a favor first. We're gonna open with our first roll of the game.
Oh, lovely.
I'm gonna ask you to make me a brain.
Brain. Ooh. So just roll the one die, right?
The one die, and if there are any numbers next to it, or you have any positive traits that would offer you anything here, that's where you would add it.
Let's see. I don't believe my. Let's see. I know I have intuitive.
Looking for a 5.
Okay. Yeah. That is a 4 on the die.
Okay, so you'll gain an adversity token.
Yay.
And you make it to the sort of like end of the little foyer that opens into your living room, where your father and mother are seated on the far couch, and your mother has looked very haggard for the last 2 weeks. Every day she's looked worse. It's clear she's not sleeping. She's barely eating. She's as coherent as you would expect her to be. And there are just 5 of your neighbors, either immediate or local, in the living room, just sort of talking at them. And your father just you recognize the very polite nodding along from your father as he waits for them to be done and leave. And your mother is just sort of there, clearly struggling.
I think. Okay, so a couple of things happen here. What I was going to do is walk in and be like, "Hey, has Gar ever said anything about going to the arcade?" But I stop at half as I start speaking, as I notice this, and the thought comes across my mind that if this isn't like a good lead, or if she isn't there, then my mom will get her hopes up just to end up like this again. And rather than want to interrupt that and have her restart that process again, I stop. And I just sort of look at them for a moment. Hey guys, I'm gonna go out trick or treating.
There's a hush that falls over this conversation. And you can feel some of these neighbors' eyes on you, almost like judgment. And your father, obviously catching it as well, goes without missing a beat. All right, kid. It sounds like maybe a good way to take your mind off of some of that. You going out as one of those men in black?
Yeah, I thought I'd mess up the tie a little bit though. You know, like when they're getting chased around by a big monster.
Gives your mother a bit of a squeeze. All right, just stay close, stay safe. Don't stay out too late.
And then I'll head upstairs. I still holding her backpack. And I don't grab my backpack. I keep her backpack. And I put a couple of rolls of quarters in there and a flashlight and a sandwich from the lunch that I was supposed to have today, but ended up not going to school. So it's a sandwich, a flashlight sandwich, and 2 rolls of quarter. And then I do untie the tie a little bit, just like loosen it, and hop on my bike and head out.
I also appreciate the litmus test of our audience because those quarters could be for a number of things, and where people's minds goes is great. What kind of sandwich is it, just for my edification?
Grilled cheese.
That's one of those sandwiches that keeps very well. Love
You
it.
know.
Sorry, I saw Keith's face right away.
Listen,
It's only been
I
like half a
don't.
day.
Half a day.
That's way
It's
too
gone.
long for grilled cheese.
It's gone in the first 5 minutes.
Yeah,
What are you
if you want me to grill
talking
cheese in the
about?
first like half an hour, it's just not. That's not a thing.
No, don't worry
Anyway.
about it. It's all right.
You see what you've begun. You see what you've started. And I think we're gonna watch as you sort of pedal away. And then just about as you take that first turn and sort of move out of range, I think we're gonna watch our cameras sort of go dark. And Ted, I have 2 questions I'm gonna ask you.
Okay.
The first is, what piece of music do we hear before we get our visual back?
The Kids Are Not All Right by The Offspring.
Love it. And when we do finally settle on you, where do we find Ted? And what about him is noticeably immediately different than last time we saw him?
So you find Theodore Maguire sitting on a rocking chair on the front porch of, his house. It's a modest single story. There's a kind of older Ford Taurus parked in the driveway at the moment, kind of rocking back and forth, eating a bowl of mac and cheese, and you can hear the sounds of The Kids Are Not All Right by The Offspring playing through the headphones. And you can see the wire like leading into a CD player that's like just sticking out of the top of his pocket. Just because personally I love it when that stuff happens in movies and shows and stuff like that. Ted was a small kid last year, and he hit the growth spurt. He has shot up probably a good 5 inches or so. He is thinner. He is lankier. His hair has grown out. Is now this kind of like shaggy flop of hair that is partially hanging in his eyes. Sitting there in torn jeans, Slipknot t-shirt after his friend from last year, Gabriel, introduced him to the band. Jean jacket on over that just to kind of keep off some of that October chill. Just rocking back and forth and seeing if there are going to be any trick-or-treaters that come by, though he is not in high hopes of that just because he's got a bit of a reputation now.
Yeah. It's interesting because I know for myself at least, I would have assumed that you would not be out here alone. But unfortunately, I know that things have not been well, all right in between you and some of your trauma bonded pals, for lack of a better term. But as you sit there watching, waiting to see if anyone is brave enough, there's a moment where you catch movement from the corner of your eye. Something large and purple. It's not it moving down the street that gets you, though. It's that awkward flapping. As you turn to look, there's a moment, just for a second, where your chest tightens. It's just a parent with their kid in what looks like a colored potato sack with an old bowler hat. thrown together, shoddily made Ollie's costume. Their kid, probably about 10, maybe 11, also dressed as a smaller Ollie. And I think it's because their dad is there. They stop. He looks over at you. And he looks at his dad, who gives him sort of a nod, and he steels himself. And then he does the little sort of like waddle walk towards you. And the arms come out, little flappy, almost like wings. He stops, looking up at you wide-eyed. And he goes, in his best attempt, "Hello. Do you have any candy?"
Gonna very slowly set the bowl of mac and cheese down a little table next to me. I'm gonna just lean down and just be like, "It's trick or treat." You say trick or treat, and then you get candy. If you knew any better, you wouldn't be using that voice.
He sort of like tilts his head. And then he looks back at his dad, and then he looks at you again.
Just gonna grab like a handful of the fun-sized off-brand candies that his parents bought. Just hold them, just dump them into his bucket.
And the confusion is immediately replaced with glee. And you can see that for a moment, they think about doing it, and then they stop. And they go, "Thank you."
You're welcome.
And they turn and they run back to their father, holding the basket up in victory.
And I'm gonna like as they are going, I'm gonna like stand up and I'm gonna like lean against the corner of the house, and I'm just going to like steal a glance over at the pit, or at least in the direction of the pit. I can't remember if I have like solid view of it or not from my house.
Yeah. I don't know if we ever like hard established that, so we absolutely can. 100% you can see the pit from your house. I think that is a perfect thing. I love that. When you look over at the pit, I'm going to ask you to tell me what you feel.
I think I have this moment of where I hear just this like slight, very faded echoing, I'm gonna find you. Just shake my head. Just have to like hand to heart real quick because about to have a panic attack. Just work on trying to breathe.
As you take that breath or try and find that breath, feel a hand grab your shoulder.
Gonna spin and just jump. Get ready to throw a fist.
And your sister throws her hands up. "Oh,
Sorry, Becca.
gotta at least give me a heads up. We're gonna go at it."
Okay, well, you know what? You need to start wearing a bell because you are way too quiet. Has anybody ever told you that?
I mean, like once or twice before. I'm not gonna complain about it. It's how I get to go out sometimes.
Do mom and dad still know that? Do they know that you're doing that now?
I mean, if they knew, I probably wouldn't be able to do it, right?
Yeah. I'm just gonna flop back down in my seat.
And she's gonna like put her arm kind of like on your shoulder and lean a little bit, and be like, "Why, you gonna rat me out?"
No. Look, I'm just glad that you finally learned how to, take a break.
Yeah, well, we've both been through some big changes this year. Okay.
Mm.
Is that like an affirming grunt?
Yeah. Yeah.
Mom and Dad buy you one jean jacket, and all of a sudden,
Can I say I'm trying something new? Look, the other kids aren't already hanging out with me as it is. I mean, might as well give them a reason to.
I don't know. I feel like that it's kind of the opposite direction, right?
Eh. You know what? It's just gonna like lead my head back. It's easier to just kind of be alone sometimes.
And she makes no secret of rolling her eyes. How old are you?
15.
Oh, because you sounded like you were 30 something.
I feel like I'm 30 something.
Maybe you should go out then.
What? Go trick or treating?
Yeah.
Oh no, no. I was too old for that last year. I'm definitely too old for it this year.
I mean, technically, you do owe me. You didn't come back with anything, or at least if you did, you hid it from me last year.
Okay, look, no, I
We
told
were
you.
supposed to split it. We had a deal.
Yeah, we did, but look, I told you. We went to the park, and some weird stuff happened.
Mm-hmm. Weird stuff like eating all the candy that you got.
First of all, that was Rosemary. Thank you.
Where are your friends? I don't see them anymore.
Oh yeah. Well, I know things have been busy with Gabriel. He's been having to step up even more. I think. Yeah, I just haven't been able to catch up with him, and I know Rosemary is this kind of faded out for the time being.
Well, the more reason you should go out there. You're just gonna sit here grumping it up on the porch all night? You're gonna scare the kids away.
Yeah, it's part of the strategy. How do you think I'm getting the candy this year?
See, now that's just lazy. I thought we were past that part.
Well, okay, like fine. If it gets you off my case on it, like on this one, besides, I'm just gonna shake the bowl. I mean, it's got to be better than Gummers that Mom and Dad got this year.
You know, they were on sale. What are you gonna?
Also, I'm gonna like hold one up. I think this is actually chalk.
She's gonna take it from you. She's gonna look it over. I think it's gum.
Really? 'Cause I thought it was like sweet, like the sweet tarts or something like that. But this actually might be chalk.
I mean,
Dare-
sweet tarts are
I mean,
actually chalk.
I dare you to eat it.
I'll tell you what. You go out, and when you get back, we can split it.
All right, fine. Just gotta.
Yeah.
All right, fine. I'm going. I gotta get a few things first. I'm gonna go
Scram.
grab my backpack, just load up a couple of things. And one thing that is very noticeable is that I actually take like a heavy wrench, like from the garage, like weigh it for a second, and then put it in just in case.
In case there's that one house that doesn't want to give up the candy, right? That's clearly what it's
Yeah, well, they don't. Nobody else needs to know what's in the bag.
there. Love it.
And then I'm gonna go get on my bike and just spend a little time pedaling around. And I'm gonna change out the CD real quick to some Slipknot, and then have it so that way like the wire of the headphones is like coming out of my backpack.
I think it's perfect. This perfect moment where we hear this just hard rock. And just as we begin to get to the first few lyrics, anyone who knows Slipknot knows what that sounds like. We're going to watch our screen shift again. So, Sully, what's the juxtaposition here? As our Slipknot sort of like half crossfades as you come into view. What are you up to? What do we see?
All right, Move Scouts. We are here to keep our streets safe. Everyone, make sure that you have your requisite water, granola, extra candy, and of course, pillowcases for all the kids who don't have the proper carrying implements.
And of course, as you say each thing, the other kids hold them up one by one.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So, Sullivan Crawford, Sully to his friends, which he thinks everyone is his friend, so everyone just calls him Sully, is 16. The summer, as it is wont to do, had him shoot up like a fucking sprout. Just because I know this struggle. At age 16, he is a full 6'2".
I need us to just take a moment and appreciate that two of these teenagers are taller than a full adult, will ever be.
I mean, I will say, to be fair, Ted's like shot up to like 5'8". He's not that tall yet. He's just a lot taller than he was last year.
Look, bro.
The storyteller is a full-grown adult and the shortest person involved in this story.
Sorry.
Oh, it's amazing.
He's fully 6'2". He has managed to take some in, because as a Booth Scout, you do need to know how to make alterations to your kit. You only get one or two. You can buy more later on. But they want you to make sure that you have the proper skills to succeed. So he has made alterations, but you can see that they are imperfect. He is not fat, certainly. He definitely looks like an active boy. However, there was a lot that piled on all at once. So there's a bit of discomfort, a strangeness to his form that he tries to hide behind a big smile and just getting down to business. He's wearing his uniform with his scout hat with antlers to signify that he is the Moose Scout leader. And he's got a small team that is out on the streets, making sure that everyone has an enjoyable and safe trick-or-treating experience.
Of course, this whole team is very excited to be able to earn what I assume would be their pumpkin badge.
Pumpkin badge, yes. There is also there's the candy badge.
Of course.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. You can snipe a couple like wild ones. Like you can help an old person across the street on this one. I'm just saying, it's possible. Sully absolutely supports that. You want to think smart, and he's just he's big smile on his face, and he's got the crew going about their time.
And I think there is a lot of just these moments over the last I'm gonna say the last like 45 minutes, an hour, where different members of your crew are like going out and engaging and interfacing with some people. There is like one instance of one of the younger members sort of helping this older woman across the street, and then the moment that they're done, they look over at you and are just like, they're just so stoked, and like two of the others come and like pat him on the back. There's like two instances where like this family walks by, and the kid is in costume but is obviously like pretty down. Um, and like you can't hear it, but you see the exchange, and then they take a bunch of candy out and like dump it in the kid's bucket, and they're just so happy, and the parents are like super appreciative, and the mom like looks over at you and sort of does the like smile and the nod. I think it's safe to say, unless you would disagree, that Sully is a pretty well loved kid in Layton.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. He's like his family was pretty active, especially after um, the Moose Scouts. So they were active when it was like big, and then when things sort of fell apart, they reestablished it outside of the park. So they've definitely been a big name in the city.
And Sully, I think as you are going about your evening, there is a moment where the just general traversing of the neighborhood inevitably leads you only a block or two away from the pit, and for a moment you can't help but look over in the direction. The metal like chain link fence that now is erected doesn't do much to hide what's behind it or what isn't behind it any longer. Now ask, as you look at it, what you remember from last Halloween, or maybe the day after when you found out what had happened, or maybe not what had happened, but the result of whatever might have
I think shell shocked, confused, certainly. It's just like suddenly things things were different. Like lots of questions, not a lot of answers on what was his beloved place. And I think he was too afraid to dig further.
occurred. I know, but there are a lot of different rumors and stories about what happened.
Mhm.
What does Sully think happened?
He tries not to.
Hmm. Yeah, that seems like a reasonable answer.
Because I think Sully looking over at the pit, he doesn't see the pit. He sees the park. Or what once was, what could be again. Are we
Sorry, I need one
fully,
second.
sure. Are we fully in Delulu land? Maybe.
We exist. Sorry, there was a cat trying to knock something over that can't be
Ah,
knocked over.
it do be like that.
Yeah. Um. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Makes a lot of sense. So, how does Sully feel being out here, seeing the impact that the Moose Scouts are having on the city that should be a town?
Proud. Incredibly proud. Um, and I want to say it's not the like I did that. It's like I'm so grateful that the hard work was worth it. I'm so glad that the change I wanted to see came to fruition.
I love that. As you stand there in this moment, sort of asking in that, especially considering the alternative, you see something from the corner of your eye, just a few blocks down to the south. There is nothing down there, really. Everything has long since shut and closed. But a semi-familiar figure on a bicycle who, well, let's say, has never been particularly fond of your scouts, cuts down the street.
Well,
So you, like everyone else in the town, the city, know full well what's been going on. Or at least as much as anyone else does. But unlike most people in the city, it should be a town, you are a little more familiar with Kara, right? Just a bit.
she was one of our scouts. A good one. Tried to get Jack in, and he was not interested, and made it very clear that he wasn't interested. Which is fine. It's not for everybody. But that does look unsafe. Go by yourself, someplace where everything's closed down. Scouts. Okay, you know our patrols. You know our safe points, yes?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I want you to maintain the patrol until your specified curfew. I know when your curfews are. Do not try and go past your curfew. I will know.
Edgar, like on the opposite corner, just goes, "Aw."
Especially you, Edgar. You're already on strike 2 with your mother. Okay. Fantastic. Okay. I'm going to go check on someone, make sure that they are being safe. You all continue doing work. You're doing a great job.
And there are a couple like high fives and a couple like, yes, sir. And then there's like, you hear Edgar specifically as he turns around. He's like, up 2, 3, 4, and like takes the like marching steps away to
Nice.
find something else to engage with.
I'm going to give one of the older kids, like one of the ones that's, been there, one of my cadets, certainly. I'm going to give them the satchel that has the badges. I'm putting this in your care. Watch them. Make sure that they've earned it.
And Sally just sort of like nods and puts the satchel over her shoulder and goes, "You got it.
Okay.
I'll keep an eye. Just, stay safe."
Will do. Be back before you know it.
She like gives you the pat on the back, turns around, and then goes, "All right, Moose Scouts. I've got my eye on you."
So I'm going to head that away.
Yeah. So, Jack. The ride to the electric circus is not a particularly complicated one. But there is a moment of eeriness as you pass the unspoken line between the living portion of Leighton and the one that is very much deceased. The outskirts of this city that should be a town, the victim of the fallen park, the loss of millions of dollars that would have been coming in, expected to be there, the damaged infrastructure that has forced this tight drawing inward. It's hard to not notice that. So many empty houses in various states of disrepair. So many shops that have been broken down, windows blown out. Graffiti. A few that have already been TP'd. Although, can't imagine why they'd bother taking the time to do that. No one's going to come clean them. And then you pull your bike up to a stop just outside. The electric circus is a product of its time. The large sign at the top was neon and colors that flickered and blinked and strobed back and forth when it was still alive. But it already looks like a forgotten place. The L in electric and the C, the big C in circus are gone completely. And all the other letters are blown out. Some of the bulbs shattered, some hanging. The windows are all plastered over with old newspaper. There is a thick chain hanging from the double doors. Have you ever gone here? Were you ever here when it was open?
Not a once.
And there is all sort of.
I've been on the outside a bunch, dropping off. Being there, probably walking Cara there sometimes with her before I'd split off and go my separate ways, but never inside.
And there are just a ton of dead leaves and garbage and all other sorts of detritus just scattered throughout what was the big parking lot out in front of it. The roof seems like it's sunken in just a bit. Not fully collapsed, but to the point where you wonder if it really is stable. If you hadn't seen this place before, it would be difficult to pair it to the picture that your sister drew. Maybe.
Dump.
So what do you want to do?
Looking for a way in.
I love that. Okay. I'm gonna ask you for another roll then.
Alrighty.
Let's do. Let's do, I think, another. I'm gonna give you an option here. I'm either gonna let you roll me another brains, or you could roll me a brawn.
Yeah. Looking at that brawn because it's a better die for me.
And again, it's just gonna be a 5. Just a 5.
Lovely. Wow. It's a big old 3 total there.
What are your strengths, by the by? I just want to double check.
My strengths, these are it's intuitive and rebellious, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah.
So actually, then I'm gonna give you an opportunity. Would you like to keep that roll? Or your intuitive, I believe, allows you to spend an adversity token to ask me about your surroundings or an NPC or something like that. Would you rather, because I know you haven't played the system before, would you rather spend an adversity token to ask me about this? You You can hold on to it if you want. A second adversity token is not a bad idea.
I have I'm having thoughts. I think it'd be funny if he just can't find a way in. Because I think it's part of his what he never talks about, and I think only Kara knew, even though they never talked about it, but I think she knew, was his fear of the place. And even though it's, as far as he knows, probably empty, I think there's like an inherent still like fear that kind of is coming from him, and I feel like he's too anxious to actually properly pay attention well enough to try to figure out a way in. Even though he's trying, he's like looking around. But he's just too scared.
Okay, take a second adversity token. Yeah, and I think it's worth noting that it's excellent because, yeah, that's fair. And while they did have some animatronics that weren't quite as advanced as the park did, they didn't move around or anything. They were still very unsettling. And so I'm going to ask, Sully, what do you do when you find yourself at the end of this block and see Jack just sort of walking around the place, trying to peer through the windows, pulling on the chained up double doors, clearly looking for some kind of
Hey, Jack.
No, but hey, Sullivan.
Friends call me Sully.
What do you want, Sullivan?
Well, you came here all by yourself. It's like not safe over here, so I was just checking on you. Do you need some help?
No.
You sure? You've walked around the building 3 times.
What are you watching me like creep?
I mean, I did come to check if you were okay, so I was watching you, yes.
All right, you just admitted it. All right, well, I need to get in there.
Why?
Because I thought it'd be a good time to check out the place. You know, maybe dip my hands in there, see what it's like in the ball pit.
I cannot promise the safety of that ball pit, given the length of disuse.
I'm being sarcastic.
Oh, got it. Okay. I mean, I can help you get in. I don't know that that's the best idea.
If you don't want to, you don't have to. But I'm gonna get in there. I have to.
Why?
Are you just gonna help me or not?
I'm willing to help you. But first, I just need a why.
Take off the backpack. Pull out the notebook. The page is already flipped to it. The drawing. I'm not handing. He doesn't hand it to Sully, but he does show it. That's why. She doesn't draw. She's not a good drawer. I mean, look at this. But it's the best thing she's ever drawn. Is in her notebook.
So you know how in anime someone can go from just like totally normal, just like you look away and then suddenly they're boohoo crying? You kind of get that as he goes, "This is for your sister." Why did you just say that? Oh my God. I got it. Yeah. We're going to go to the door.
Mm-hmm.
I have well prepared.
Ooh.
I think it feels reasonable that as a scout, you have to have lockpicks.
Absolutely. I think that's valid. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So, what I was rolling.
Okay. So I'm going to ask you.
Mhm.
I'm going to give you an option. You can roll me your brains for how good you are and how knowledgeable you are at picking lock.
Yep.
Or you can roll me a brawn if you're just going to try and force your way through it.
Yeah, it's a 13.
Okay. So before I answer you, 10.
That was a brains roll. Sorry.
No worries. I figured as much.
It's
10.
a D20, my boy.
Yeah. You are pedaling your way through the city. And as you do, it's difficult to sort of keep your focus on things. It has been a year now when things have been a lot since. So it is particularly jarring when you catch movement from the corner of your eye. When you see what looks like a small miniature beaver peeking out at you from around the corner of a building down the block. Its head twitching just slightly.
I am going to like try to like lock eyes on it, and I'm going to just beeline towards it on my bike, and, like following the street, obviously, like as best I can.
Halfway down the block, it disappears behind the like facade. You turn and it's gone. But there's another down at the far corner. And this one, you see a small, mangled hand poke out and just sort of jerkedly wave before it disappears behind the building again.
I'm going to shift gears into higher gear, and it's one of those like standing to get better leveraged and just start pumping after this. And I'm just going to be yelling just a, hey, come back here.
The two of you hear that just as Ted turns the corner, and Ted, you see two faces that you may have some familiarity with. One you definitely know, if by nothing else than the giant moose horns on the hat. Seemingly startled out of what clearly looks like them attempting to enter into a building that is not open. And just for the barest of split seconds, through a gap in the plastered newspaper, you swear you see something shifted down behind the window inside.
And I'm gonna like slam on the brakes of my bike, like skid, and then I just going to like almost have it and then lose it and just like topple and like slam and kind of like roll for like a quick second. Just Ah!
Sully's immediately up,
No, wait, you
grabbing
gotta
the first aid kit. Listen, I got you. Give me 1 second. If you just want to just turn it, just a click, click, it'll open.
I'm gonna be like just quickly like standing, just like dusting myself off the best I can. There's definitely like scratches from either pavement or gravel, but
Oh, buddy, hey,
uh,
you okay?
yeah.
Great.
Oh, hey,
Okay.
hey, Sully.
Hey, Ted. Just real quick. It's gonna sting a little bit, but it'll help.
It's gonna like pull it. What?
While
It's
this
just
is happening, I'm taking the rolls of quarters out of the backpack and put them into my pocket.
You do like one in each pocket. Is that what
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Ow.
That
Ow.
way, yeah, I know. I'm sorry, but that way it won't get infected. It's mostly scrapes, but agitation, open wounds, they can get really bad.
Just gonna roll my eyes. Yeah. Thanks, Moose Scout. And I'm gonna look over at Jack. Hey, what the hell do you think you're doing?
None of your business.
He's going to save his sister.
I want to tell everybody.
Not everybody, just him. He's here.
Wait a second. She's been missing for how long now? And you think she's in there?
Yes.
He found
No,
a
go.
drawing of the arcade, done by her, probably. But she's not an artiste. Oh,
I'm turning the thing.
do you need some water? You turned like a couple shades.
Hey,
Blood.
I'm just gonna like march up, and I'm just gonna like grab like the back of Jack's like suit jacket and like pull him back away from the door.
when you're pulled back, the chain comes off with you. Just in that moment, you reach out and grab it, and just you all hear that heavy rattling as the chain pulls through the long rectangular like pulls on the door, and just clatters, dragging across the gravel as you are pulled back.
Hey, what are you doing?
No,
Let go.
hey, look, nothing good is gonna be in there. I can guarantee you that.
Whatever. It's the only lead I have to finding my sister, which now everybody knows, I guess.
Three people is not everybody.
I didn't even want to tell you, but I couldn't get into this. Listen, my sister is the only good thing in this world, okay? And I'm going to find her, whether you help me or not. So you can either let go of my jacket, or I'll punch you.
Okay, so the viewpoint is bleak. I'll say that. I could think of good things in this world, but it's good that she's important to you. Ted, what do you know?
Okay, like I'm just gonna assume that you guys saw Betty Beaver in there, right? Behind the door.
Sorry?
Is this one of those like dorky hallucinations that dorks have?
Okay. Hey, look, I know that you're feeling insecure right now. And so you're
Nobody's insecure.
okay. You're
I'm secure.
right. Right. Because that's why you called us dorks and said, it's the hallucinations that dorks have. You're lashing out without any real substance.
You're
Okay.
gonna keep talking or what?
Okay. First of all, and I'm gonna like spin like Jack around and just like kind of keep a hold of him like by his like the collar of his shirt. First of all, not a hallucination. Second of all, it looks like what destroyed the park last year is trying to lure you into the arcade, dumbass.
What do you mean? What destroyed the park?
It was some wonky witchcraft shit.
Okay. And I'll like push you off of me. And look, whatever weird cult stuff you guys got going on here with your whatever this is, you can leave me out of it. I'm just gonna go see if my sister's in there, who's been missing for a week. If she's not in there, I'll leave. 2 weeks. Feels like
Forever.
listen.
Look.
I'm just gonna go inside and check it out. You don't have to do all this weird stuff because whatever you got going on is bothering you at home.
I was there last year, kid.
You're like a year older than me. Why are you calling me kid?
Well, when you're acting childish, you're a kid.
Whatever.
Gabriel told me.
I think because we are children, we are still kids, regardless of temperament. Sorry.
I'm gonna start walking in.
You pull open the doors. There's a loud creaking noise, and you are immediately, all of you, hit with this thick smell of mold and mildew.
Ugh.
Grab some N95s. Just you see our periphery, Jack. Just a mask.
Please tell me that Sully has a fanny pack.
Oh yeah, he got a fanny pack. He got a backpack. He got pockets, my boy. Same.
A human bag of holy.
Right. They call him. They call him Batman. He got the utility belt.
I will take the mask. Stinks.
Yeah. Lots of mold accumulated due to sealed up lack of attention and care. Gonna hand a mask to Ted as well.
I'll just like begrudgingly take it, and I'm just gonna shove it in my pocket for the time being.
Just put it on your face. The mask is for your face.
Okay, well, yeah. Just gonna like just glare daggers at you and just like sarcastically like slap it on.
Okay. Mask on, going inside.
Yeah, meanwhile, I've walked inside while that was happening.
I'm just gonna like sit there and just stare for a second and just be like, okay, why am I seeing this now?
Walking in.
It's like quick moment, just like kicking some grapple and then storming in.
And as the group of you walk in, you are met with the uncomfortable reality that there is most likely a perpetual dampness to the carpet of this place. You can feel just enough give under your feet. You can hear that first squish. The arcade itself is filled with different cabinets. Some that are familiar that everyone knows, things like Mortal Kombat and the old Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the classic X-Men game. I'm 90% sure all of these were out in 1999, mostly because I remember playing them before then, but we'll see.
The Simpsons game.
The Simpsons game, yes. There are also some of the other classic sort of arcade style games, the ones that you can never quite win. like the one with the light that goes around and you have to try and stop it. I forget what that one's called. There's some air hockey tables. Some of these cabinets are completely busted out. The screens just smashed outwards. Some are already sort of rotting pieces, have fallen. Wooden planks that once held the nameplates are now hanging precariously, nails jutting out. Ted.
I had a really quick question for you. Is there a pool table, maybe with a pool cue, that is available?
100%.
I'm walking over and just grabbing that like as fast as possible.
So as you begin to make your way towards the pool table, you catch for just a moment the reflection of two red eyes. One still bright and glaring, the other faint and flickering. And I think that is where we're going to take our break.
I fucking knew it. I knew you were going to do that.
So we're going to take about 10, 15 minutes, go use the bathroom, grab a drink, stretch our legs, do all the things that we can't do while we're here. You should do that too, so that you can be back when we're back, so that we can all collectively continue with the second half of part 1 of One Night at Ollie's 2. It's a lot of numbers, but it's fine.
So many numbers.
Everything's gonna be fine.
It's going to be fine. It's been great so far.
Before we go though, nothing wrong happens to Sully. He is too pure for this world.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
See you all soon.
Hate that. Hate that.
Oh, same.
Hate that a lot.
Welcome back to Tales from the Table Studios. We have gone and used the bathroom, stretched our legs, grabbed a snack, grabbed some water, did all the things that we couldn't do while we were here, and hopefully you did too. And hopefully you're back now. And if you're not, then you're not hearing any of this anyway, and it's fine. But we'll still be happy when you get back in the future and when you see this on YouTube and all that fun stuff. With that said, I think we're going to jump right back into it because, there's nothing tense happening whatsoever. We're totally fine. Everyone's fine. And Sully is, of course, always going to be safe. So when we left off...
Why do you say it like that?
Say it like what? What did I say? I just said Sully was always going to be safe. Is that not what we wanted?
You know what you did.
I have no idea what anyone's talking about. So, when we last left off, I do believe one of you had been making a direct path deeper into the arcade to procure something and had noticed a curious something.
By that you mean one of the most traumatizing things from the last year? Yeah, totally. I'm gonna just like spin and just like flashlight beam like in the direction from where I saw it.
Throwing your flashlight at it, you realize that as your light settles, it's reflected away. Because the gaze itself was a reflection in one of the still not functional, but still in one piece arcade screens for we're gonna say Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles for no reason whatsoever. But other than that, nothing. More arcades behind it in various forms of disrepair. But otherwise, nothing.
You all right back there, Starlight, Starbright?
Just gonna shake my head. I'm gonna go grab the pool cue and sling it over her shoulder.
You turn. Oh,
I was gonna say Sully is looking around for whoever Jack is talking to, because Starlight, Starbright, who is that?
While this was happening, Ted, you turn back to the pool table, and as you reach it, you have to turn to pull the pool cue off the side. And when you do, you are met with... I'm going to ask first. Have you ever been here when it was open?
Yeah, I would have been here probably, I think, because let's see, it was still going on if we would say probably 4-ish years ago, it's probably still going, right?
Yeah, this place was here until a little after last year. It wasn't until after your adventures last Halloween.
Yeah, I think that it would have, 11th birthday party, would have been here.
Love that. So you're familiar with, well, maybe not in the current state, but you're familiar with what you see. Because when you turn and you pull that pool cue off, only a few feet away, up against the far wall, on a stage, you see the familiar forms of the Electric Circus, the very simple animatronics that were here. It's unfortunate seeing them now in the state that they're in. Although I suppose for you, it's not the first time seeing something like this. The forms of Perry Pig, Ella Elephant, and Hector Hawk are a sad sight. Probably a little discomforting. Pieces of them ripped off, fallen away, rot, decay, wearing on them. It's only been a year. Pieces of their eyes, fingers, their extremities have been either broken off or fallen and are gone. In particular, Ella cuts a unsettling figure, the trunk completely missing, just a gaping hole with more old newspaper stuffed in where it was, a little bit of what you assume was some kind of filler that they used. And and they're just slumped.
I'm just gonna grit my teeth and make my way back to the rest of the group. Okay, look, Jack, just look around quick.
Okay. So, gang, this is a situation that is that is not a divide and conquer. We need to stay together.
Sully,
Mm-hmm.
quiet.
We
Look, they might be listening.
Oost.
I'm just gonna like point towards the stage.
But the but they're our friends.
No, they're not. I'm telling you, they are not. I just like keep an eye out for like weird symbols that maybe in red paint or blood. It might be somewhere.
Red paint or blood. Sorry, red paint or blood.
Yes.
I'm so bad at whispering, I think.
I've already walked away. I'm already.
Again, this is not a divide and conquer.
Jack, where are you going?
Can't hear you. I am going. Okay, before this, was there anything else besides just a picture of this place that I found in the notebook?
Nothing that really stood out. Nothing that seemed related to here or anything that really caught your attention.
So I'm just going to walk. I'm just going to check the place. I'm just going to check the place out. If I don't see anything around in here, then I'll go deeper in.
Jack, I'm going to ask you to do me a favor.
Yep.
We've talked a little bit. You've mentioned a little bit about your feelings about animatronics, these
Yep.
or otherwise, and about this place. I'm going to ask you to make me a grit roll.
All right.
I'm going to tell you that you would like, let's say 7.
Oh, it's a big
That's
ask
a
there.
sound.
That's a big ask for this. I haven't rolled yet, but I want you to know I'm rolling a D8 for this.
I believe in you, Jack.
Don't do it too much. That's a 3.
And you immediately let me down.
Disappointing.
Yeah. My rolls are not happy, but when dice are not happy with me today, I guess. It's the
Jack,
weather, I blame it.
As you walk further in, you hear their voices sort of fade behind you a little bit. As you go, I can't hear you, I'm not listening. And then you take a step and you feel a crunch beneath your feet. Looking down, there's glass. Next to you, the arcade cabinet has been busted out. And after a moment, you hear the sound of something tapping against wood or metal from inside the cabinet. You see a shadow flicker from somewhere beyond that broken screen, deeper inside. Then you swear you see a glowing eye from the far end of the room, back towards where it says employees only. Just a big red mechanical eye watching you for a moment. And as soon as it clocks that you see it widen, narrow, and then the whole thing is gone.
I'm gonna roll a die. Let's see. I need to see if what Jack would do here. Wonderful. Thanks, dice. So I don't go into that room. I do. You know what? I'll spend an adversity token here for my intuitiveness. The shadow. So the shadow and the eye I saw are separate things, correct?
Yes, the shadow is in the cabinet next to you. The eye was in the doorway. Well, peeking out from where the door is ajar in the back.
Is shadow my sister shape?
No. So it's inside of the arcade cabinet. So it's maybe about this big, the shadow.
Hang on, what's my one question?
Ask me another. That's okay. I don't think that needed a token. Ask me another.
That's fair. Okay, here we go. Intuitiveness. Does shadow and cabinet feel oppressive or hostile in any way?
Oppressive, no. But there is something about it that makes the hair on the back of your neck stand on end. So maybe aggressive.
And how Jack will respond to this is, I think, kind of frozen in a way. Not entirely, but kind of. More so rooted to the spot. Like he feels like it's those moments in the video games where it's like, oh, you look at the door, you turn around, and then you look back at the door, and then something's there. He's feeling like if he moves, it'll trigger the turn back around, something's there portion of the bit. So he is rooted in spot and will put his hands in his pockets for you know what, and and then we'll say, guys.
Oh, there you are. You okay?
There was something over there.
Something like what?
An eyeball? Camera?
Oh, are you sure it wasn't a dork illusion that only dorks have?
That
Or
was
maybe it's because you got your dork on me by touching me.
that was a callback because you said that earlier.
Just gonna
Oh, shit.
it's just slow head turn. Yeah,
I've been reading
Sully, that was the joke.
I've been reading joke books.
Oh my god, you're such a moose scout.
Listen, there's something in the cabinet too.
What?
When you say that, there is a soft chittering sound that you hear from inside the cabinet. And another tap, tap, tap. Something in it.
So
I do put up my dukes.
that could have been a squirrel or a raccoon.
We'll open it up, we'll find out.
Okay.
If you open it, I'll punch it.
Okay. Well, maybe don't punch it. We should see what it is first. if you try and punch it and you miss and it bites you, you might get rabies, and that is not fun. But Sully will 1000% go up to the cabinet.
Oh my. The two of you have the survival instincts of a walnut.
You approach the arcade cabinet, and like I said, the screen is sort of blown out. There's a lot of disrepair. You can't really tell what game it used to be. The top is like almost completely stripped off.
Mm-hmm.
Inside, it's dark, and you can tell that whatever it might be is not near the base. It's deeper in, down where the machinery would be, the parts that run the game itself.
Okay. Am I seeing any signs of like animal, like pellets?
No pellets, but you do see a lot of what look like pieces of other cabinets that have been almost like whittled down into like little tiny, almost perfectly shaped logs. Little like branches almost.
Huh.
And you hear it again.
Flashlight.
So you point your flashlight down into the machine. And immediately there's a... And you see this about yay big, actually perfectly timed, about yay big.
Gotta hydrate.
Small orange beaver shoot upwards as though on a hydraulic spring of some kind, but it stops just as it comes out of the machine, inches from your face, bobbing slightly up and down, and its head twitches again. And you recognize it because this is one of Betty Beaver's beaver babies.
No.
I punch it immediately.
No.
You do?
No.
Roll
No.
me a brawn.
No.
I'm on edge. My fear of animatronics, and this thing popped out.
How?
I think that's a very valid response.
I don't think it's just a baby. Hi, baby.
I would probably be like pulling Sully back.
It's just one of the beaver babies.
I'm rolling my fight. You say
Brawn.
Roll me a brawn.
brawn, lovely. One day I'll roll that fight.
Don't worry, you'll get your chance.
D20.
You know what? You can roll a fight. You can roll a fight. It's fine. If you want to roll a fight, roll a fight.
It's okay. I rolled this brawn and I got a 5 total.
5 total.
Dear
Okay.
Lord. It didn't
Here's
do
what
it,
happens.
did it?
You
Lovely.
throw your fist forward and you slam it into the face of this metal animatronic, small though it may be. And it pops back for a moment before reeling forward and collapsing onto the part of the cabinet where the stick and the buttons are. And it twitches a couple of times and then winds down, stops. And 2 things happen. First is, with the flashlight down towards it, you can all see what looks like a viscous red liquid trickling from it. And Jack, I'd like you to roll me a d4. Can you do that for me?
I don't like this. I don't like what's happening here. It's a 4.
3,
What's that?
4. You can feel
Oh no.
a fracture in your pinky knuckle from how hard you hit this essentially chunk of metal, solid metal. You still have movement for now at least, but you can already feel it swelling. You can kind of feel the ache. The adrenaline's keeping it from being agonizing. It's not pleasant.
Ah, son of a. Ooh, that smarts. Okay.
Let me see your finger.
No, it's fine. Okay.
Let me see your finger. Thank you. I'm going to look it over.
The finger?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Are you just trying to like gauge what's happened here? Like how what? All right, roll me brains.
12.
Yeah, that's plenty. The knuckle is broken. There's a solid fracture there.
Mm.
It's gonna probably need to be set. It doesn't seem like it's sitting properly.
Mm. Hey. Hold on. Knock knock.
Who is there?
Interrupting orange.
Interrupting orange.
I'm gonna set the knuckle.
Your scream echoes through the empty arcade. And then you hear a door slam in the back. Boom.
What? Is that one of y'all?
We're all right here. So no.
I'm going to swing my flashlight in that direction.
Sure. You swing your flashlight back at that staff-only door, and it is completely open now. Just wide open. You can surmise pretty easily that the sound was the twisting handle slamming into the wall as it was flung open.
I see what you mean by they were listening. And I'm sorry, but I had to reset the finger. And I'm just going to wrap it. Okay.
Okay. I think we need to go.
All right. No, wait. All right, Dwee. What's happening here? Why is this thing bleeding? Why do you know so much about it? And what was that noise?
We can talk about this outside. Let's go.
As you say that, you hear more scuttling sounds, this time from behind you.
Oh no. I'm going to turn my flashlight back that way.
When you turn back towards the entrance, what you see can only be described as at least a dozen of these small beaver babies standing almost in a perfect line between you and the door, watching you perfectly still, save the occasional odd twitch.
Okay. On the count of 3, we run. 1,
Which way?
2, and I'm just gonna like bolt like around the cabinet and see if I can just like start running back towards the door by going around the beaver babies.
Ooh, okay.
Noticeably on 2.
I love that. Why don't you roll me a flight?
Wild time.
My flight is not as good as it used to be.
I'm gonna tell
Believe in you.
You're gonna want an 8.
Okay, well, the good news though is I roll a d6, and that was a 6, so we explode.
Hey,
That is exactly 8.
let's go.
I got a 1, and I have a +1 on flight.
Nice.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
you take off at 2, and you dart around the cabinet, glass crunching under your feet, pieces of wood getting kicked out behind you as you absolutely take off, weaving through. And you get past where they are. You have to cut around the pool table beside the other animatronics. And you take that turn knowing that you're past the line of the babies. skid to a stop just in time as 5 more poke out from the other arcade cabinets surrounding you. And then you can hear what sounds like the sound system winding up. And then it stops. And then, one by one, cabinets begin turning on, one at a time. Each one static. Scattered throughout this place.
Move, twinkle toes.
So I was at the 2 seeing Ted move. I was going to go after. So I rolled my flight.
Yeah.
I did not expect to I rolled a d4.
Uh-huh.
I got a 9.
Let's go! Hell yeah. Okay. What are you trying to accomplish?
Well, ideally, I would have grabbed Jack and just beat feet with, but I don't know that would have happened. Probably. So I'm just trying to get with Ted.
100%.
Just sort of catch up.
Yeah, you do. You come to the same sort of skidded stop that Ted does in this moment. And just after Jack goes, move, Twinkle Toes, you hear a voice to your right go, yeah, move, Twinkle Toes. A familiar voice to anyone who's been here before, because that is the voice of Perry Pig. And the head sort of slowly rises up a little bit. You notice that one of the like large eyes is hanging from the socket, with some of the wires sort of unplugged, and the other one, the bright green eye, sort of is shifting between the two of you, and the arm has come up a little bit, like this, like it's trying to. Perry notoriously used to have a cigar, and he would be able to go like that with the cigar. But the cigar is gone, and his hand is just not making it the whole way.
Gotcha. Listen, I always said the cigars were going to do you in, Perry.
No. How are you moving? We took care of you last year.
Is there something throwable next to me?
There can be, yeah, for sure.
Because like it's not well, whenever, if ever they get out of here and they tell the story to people, Jack would love to be like, yeah, and then I saved these 2. But it's not because of that. It's out of pure reactionary instinct of, oh no, throw.
There is a piece of the ceiling that is relatively brick-like, that you can absolutely pick up and just absolutely huck at this thing.
Yeah, it is one of those things. Just like when people get scared, they just punch the thing that scares them immediately. It's that reaction that is coming from Jack and this.
Yeah, how's your finger doing from that one?
What are you looking to roll for it?
I mean, you tell me. I got a couple options. I feel like throwing probably makes sense for a brawn one.
Okay. I like a brawn. I'm going to say that because you have that hurt knuckle, I'm going to add 1 to this check. I don't think it's a particularly difficult one. So instead of 4, I'm going to put it at 5.
Sounds good to me.
Just yeeting the brick.
That's a total of 8.
That is 20.
I got a 7
Yeah.
on the die and I have a +1 to this.
Hell yeah. So, Ted, you go. We had dealt with you last year, and then he kind of like reels back for a moment and leans in, and you see the jaw opening as though it's about to speak, and then a brick slams into its face, and it slowly tips over, and you can hear as it winds down, "Oh boy," and then it falls, and as it does, the stand that it's on tips. It hits the corner of the stage, and just about at the shoulder blade, it cracks, and the head just sort of rolls off. And all the beavers go.
And then I bolt to the 2 of them. I'm try to rush over there too to try to get to the door because no.
Like the front door.
Yeah, man,
Yeah,
that's
I'm going to take like the pool cue that I have, and I'm just going to try to like sweep in front of us to just try to like knock as many of them out of the way, like so that way we can run.
Absolutely. Now you're gonna roll me a fight.
Okay.
Let's go.
You know, the funny thing is, I'm actually decent at that.
Oh, good, because they, being beaver babies, are not.
Okay.
I believe in you.
You're not going to believe it. Have a D12. Just roll a 12.
Let's go.
Nice.
So a total of 19 on that one.
It's so funny because they're rolling a d4, and I was like, "Whoa, this exploded twice. This is wild. They might have a chance, but they don't." Yeah. So, what did you get?
19.
19. Okay. So they got a 10. So you're 9 above. So you swing at them, and a number of them get swatted to the side. And as they do, they tumble, making these little unsettling metallic screeching noises as they fall. They clatter to the ground, and the ones at the line all sort of turn to look towards the group of you, but don't make any movement.
I would like to add that this is not a controlled like swing. This is like I am about to crap my pants. I am screaming as I do this, and then as soon as they are out of the way, I am bolting for that door.
Everybody is panicking.
It's true. Slowly, everyone's panicking.
I have to be this is definitely a lot of weird stuff that's going on. But someone's got to keep a clear head about this. So I'm just going to continue to go with them. If Jack is here, I'm going to move him forward. Just like, please go ahead. And then I will bring up the rear and try and get to the door out of here.
So, Ted, you're the first one here to this door. You slam into it, expecting it to swing open as you do. But it is just before you make contact that you hear the click of the lock. And then you shoulder check the door, and it stands tall.
I'm just going to keep like slamming into it with my shoulder over and over again.
You can roll me a brawl if you want.
Okay. Could I possibly make a deal with you?
I'm listening.
Can I intentionally fail this one?
Oh, no.
100% you can. Take 2 adversity tokens.
2? You get 2?
Yeah.
Because it's just like the like you can tell like each time like the power is starting to like come out of it as desperation and panic is starting to set in.
Sully, Jack, the 2 of you catch up, watching Ted hopelessly, it seems, almost slamming into
Ted, you gotta stop. You're just gonna hurt yourself.
Oh God! Oh, not again!
Are we trapped in here with these freaking? I'm gonna hurl. I'm gonna hurl. That's what I'm gonna do. Oh,
Okay. Hey,
what?
Ted. What happened last year?
Okay, long story short, it's basically witchcraft, and some of the details are fuzzy. Oh my God, I wish my parents would have let me go to therapy. Oh.
The Move Scouts have free resources
Okay.
for healthcare.
Okay, Sully. I'm going to say this as nicely as I can.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck the Moose Scouts.
Why?
Hey, you guys got free healthcare?
We have
Welcome to
resources.
the Electric Circus. It's so good to have you here. Just remember, there are only 3 rules. Have fun, have fun, have fun, have fun, have fun, have fun, have fun,
That's only
have
one.
fun, have fun, have fun, have fun.
Line. What
Yeah.
are the other 2 rules?
Have fun.
No. Quentin is asking you. What are the other 2 rules? Because after he just goes, have fun. Sully's just sitting there like,
What are you talking about? We got it in chat. Roll 2, run away. Roll 3, I was double tap.
Yeah, clearly.
he looks like he's about to explode, and so he just says the other 2.
Sure. So rule number 1 is have fun.
Mm-hmm.
Rule number 2 is no refunds. Rule number 3 is respect the quarter.
Okay. Rule number 1, have fun. Rule 2, no refunds.
Nope, can't do rule number 1. Nope, cannot do this. Cannot do this again.
Rule number
Okay,
3,
look,
respect the quarter.
Oh, I wish that Gabriel and Rosemary were here right now.
we gotta like hide or something. Okay.
Yeah, I think that's the first smart thing that you've said all night.
Whatever. He obviously can't come up with a good insult back, and just will start storming to the back.
Look, everybody needs to calm down.
Wait. Sully, you did I see you picking the lock to like get in here?
Yes.
Can you do that again?
Sure. I'll try.
Okay.
To pick the lock.
Okay, go fast.
One of those twist locks. All you got to do is turn it.
Oh, okay. Clickety.
You reach up, you take it, and you turn it, and immediately it snaps in your fingers. The external part breaking off.
I'm just gonna look at you. Damn, you've been eating your Wheaties, huh?
I'm sorry.
Oh,
Okay.
Turning back, you see that the beavers have gotten just a little bit closer, just about 3 inches. They're just watching.
Okay. So, first things first, we should not be surrounded by the babies. They were always just a little bit nibbly, even when the park was active. So,
What do you mean, nibbly?
they were meant to be rambunctious babies, but also very efficient workers. Sometimes they overworked
people.
I mean, not like hard all the time.
People like this place. I'm gonna start
A lot of fun.
I'm gonna start kicking.
Listen,
I'm so here for it. Roll me a fight. Let's go.
listen. There have only been. Oh, yep, you're fighting him.
oh no! Oh my god! I just realized Sully is Russell and Baymax. smushed together.
It's a 13 total.
Are
Okay,
you satisfied
you
with
have
your
full
care?
control over this. I need you to tell me what you do and how they react and how bad you mess them up as you just start punting these beaver babies.
I think it is very much that. It is punting each one of them one by one. Like they're in a line, and I don't think they move for some reason. And I just, you know what? I think it's like a domino effect where I kick one into the other one, and they all just sort of topple over.
I love that.
And then I look at everybody and, can we hide somewhere, please?
Very quickly, I'm gonna tell you. You kick them and they topple over and they begin sort of almost rolling around because they're very bean shaped. But one of the last ones, you notice around its neck is a scrunchie. It's a purple and pink scrunchie with little stars on it that have inside of them each of the different stars have different faces of the figures from Ollie and Pals. It looks very familiar to you because it looks exactly like one your sister had. One that Kara wore all the time.
I'm gonna go and take it off of it, being careful not to be nibbled.
It like when you reach down to grab it, its little like clawed hands reach up towards you, but after having been knocked down the way it has, it doesn't seem to be functioning very well, and it just sort of like tips a little bit.
Okay.
This is hers. She's here.
Okay.
We
Then
have to go.
we gotta
We go
find her.
deeper.
Okay. So hey, I'm gonna be so honest with you. This seems really bad. We need to go.
Shit, sure.
Employee room. Maybe there's a back exit or something. The entrance.
No
to the staff-
refunds. No refunds.
There's rule 2.
Not the employee. That's where that thing was.
I have a feeling it's probably not there anymore because the door was opened.
Okay, look. And I'm gonna like pull them in like to like a quick huddle. If we are quick, we might be able to get around him. Ollie chased us around last year in the park, and we were able to avoid him. No problem.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay. You should be careful not to hit too many more of the beaver babies. Mom might get upset.
Yeah, because that's the last thing that we need is a pissed off Betty Beaver. Come on. All right. We gotta go. We gotta go quick.
Well, it'd have to be animatronics.
I mean, that is sort of the point of the whole place.
And, like as we're like I'm assuming that we're probably like running. You guys are just gonna hear. Can't believe Betty used to be my favorite. This is bullshit.
Betty was your favorite? That's so cool.
Just glaring at Sully.
What?
Ready. Round 1. Fight! As you run by a Street Fighter 3 machine. And for just a couple of moments, not even like 10 seconds, you can see just the flash to the just insert coin Ryu and Ken staring each other down.
Okay. Listen, I don't know what's happening, but I'm not going to let this atrocity, this abomination, ruin what was an integral part of my childhood. It's not their fault.
Fatality! Dun dun dun. From a Mortal Kombat machine not too far off to your left.
I never liked that game. Too bloody.
Well, my parents never let me play it.
I mean, that's fair. Street Fighter was enough.
Anyway, I believe we are moving to the.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Lovely.
I mean, if we're not like running, I would say that we're at least jogging.
Light jog.
It is as you pass one of the last like machines before you get to the like generic like arcade device games, the ones that are tailor made to take your quarters.
Mhm.
Jack, you hear from a cabinet behind you. Don't stop running. In a voice you recognize as your sister's.
I turn. I don't stop. Or maybe I. Oh, I'm rolling the die.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah, someone tell me odds or evens.
Odds.
The 5. I stop.
Wait, what? Why are we stopping?
Here's the question I have: is Jack like in the middle, front, or in the back?
I think it's in the middle, technically, because.
Oh, I'm still going. I am still going.
Ted, wait. Hey, why are we stopping?
This is my sister, I think. And I'd look. I'll just look over there.
Where? Over there?
Besides the beaver babies starting to scramble back to their feet. Some of them, at least. Some of them are not having a good time of it, just rolling around. Nothing. You see a screen flickering. You see the light flickering from a cabinet facing away from you. On the back of it, facing towards you, what you see is this, just like almost purple, deep purple, almost like a blue, and a star with 4 points, like a starburst pattern that takes up the majority of the back of it in silver. It's not a game you recognize the logo from, but it's just about where you think you heard that voice coming from.
I heard her voice. I know I did.
From what? From where?
From that thing.
Ted, hold on.
Ed, you reach that door. Beyond it is a hallway that goes down. There is a single yellow light bulb hanging from the ceiling that flickers a bit. There are 4 doors on either side of this hallway and then one at the end. And then you hear, Ted, slow down.
What are we doing? We're almost there.
You heard his sister's voice?
It's one of those like I'm going to like pained look, like looking at potential escapes. I'm gonna like come running back, but I'm gonna keep like an eye like on that door just in case.
Okay, go quickly.
Okay, I'll be quick. I'll go over and I'll check it very carefully, but I will check it.
So you go over, and when you get there, you get to the front, and you see at the top there is no title. It looks like it had been there at some point, but it is fully faded away. On the screen, you see what seems like a pixelated girl running along a side-scrolling sort of background, and there are mountains and hills in the back. And then, after a minute, you see the title slowly come down from the top, and it is The Adventure. And then it cuts, and you see a profile of the same character. And it very immediately looks very familiar to you. Because it looks like your sister, pixelated. And again, you hear, "Don't stop running." And then that starburst pattern covers the screen, and as it pulls back, you see her running again. And the mountains and the hills behind her as she runs. But there is something dripping from them now. You're not sure what it is at first, but after a moment, it seeps through the screen. Just a little bit. Just this black ichor running down in a single streak. And then it flickers and shuts off.
I'll go back and just say, yeah, it wasn't her. It's just a video game.
Sure looked
Okay.
like her, though.
Okay, can we get out of here now, please?
I want to spin an adversity token here.
Yeah.
Magic. It is said magic is being used. Has been said, and with the way these animatronics are acting, I'm inclined to believe this. Especially because one literally bled. At least it seemed like it bled. Does it seem, or I should say, is my sister trapped in that game?
I have to ask you a question before I can answer that.
Okay. Never a
How
good sign.
does Jack feel prior to tonight about things like the supernatural?
It's one of those things where he covers up his fears about things with dismissing it and saying it's for like babies or something like that. I think he not necessarily didn't believe in it or doesn't believe in it, but hopes it's not true because that's terrifying to him.
Okay. So here's my answer for you. No, that wouldn't make any sense. That couldn't possibly be what's happening here. Right?
Hate that. But also, it seems correct.
It look a lot like her. At least as much as you can imagine a pixelated figure looking like her.
It was just it looked like her, but it's just the game.
I mean, we have walking, bleeding animatronics. I don't see why your sister being in a video game is unreasonable.
You think Porky Pig over there put my sister in a video game?
Polly Pig.
Whatever.
I don't know that he did it. We do not disparage any of the friends, any of the pals. But there are pals that aren't my favorite. Sorry, not the point. We were going.
Sully.
Respect the quarter. Respect the quarter. Respect the quarter. Respect the quarter. Respect the quarter.
That's the third rule.
Quarter.
Sorry.
What quarter?
We should go. She might be deeper in. She might have had the same idea and ran back to the whatever employee lounge or whatever you said.
Oh, she's right there.
Okay, great. Let's get out and try to figure this out during the daytime.
Okay.
And I'm running again.
Following.
Going up the rear.
You guys make it unimpeded to that doorway and that hallway. On either side of the hallway are 8 doors, each this like dark blue. And at the far end is another door, red, marked maintenance.
Okay. Tunnels were mostly safe last year. And I'm just charging towards the maintenance door.
Are you like body checking it?
Yeah.
Sure. You slam into that door, full momentum, and it swings open as though someone on the other side did it for you. And you stumble in, and you just about lose your footing. You end up almost in the like superhero pose. And it allows you and the 2 behind you to see inside the room. There are a number of endoskeletons, sort of against the far walls of this relatively wide room. There are a number of tools that are sort of set up, and then at the center of it, against the pillar, you see 2 long, thin metal prongs sticking out, heavy, like lifters. Under them are a series of strange symbols that seem to be scrawled upon the wall in some kind of red. Some of which look familiar to you, Ted, but that's not what draws your eye first. The thing that draws each of your eyes is what's on the lifter. He's hanging there, arms loose, head tilted down, looking at the group of you. Single antler still intact, and no bottom half is Martin Moose, or what remains of him. And the eyes wind up, and he goes, da 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 da. And that's where we're gonna end tonight.
How dare you? How fucking dare you?
Oh,
Worst. The worst.
oh, how dare you! Screaming, crying, throwing up. Actually, you know what? I think we actually have those exact reactions. Ted is screaming, Sully's crying, Jack is throwing up.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Look, I'm a sucker for cliffhanger endings, and I must say that is a fantastic one. But as a player, I must say I hate this.
Sounds to me like I just did a very good job with it.
We can go another hour, right?
So fully no.
No, I have to work in the morning.
Right. Fully no, but also yes. You know that's the problem, right?
Yeah.
How fucking dare you? Actually,
Absolutely terrible. In the best way possible.
I'm lying, and you're watching TV Ollie.
You draw the bird head.
Yeah.
get us out of here.
So
That's the show, everybody.
real quick, I'm gonna throw things around. We're gonna have everyone tell you who they are, where they're from, who they played today, and whatever else they'd like to share, whatever cool stuff they have coming up. And then I think we're gonna go raid over to Magia RPG. No, sorry. Yes, we're gonna raid Magia RPG. We're playing the Wild Sea. But first, I'm gonna throw things around, and I'm gonna start with Andrew.
Okay, hi everybody. I'm Andrew. I use he, him pronouns. I'm that gamer Ajax on all the socials. Let's see here. Things that I've got coming up. I recently launched a newsletter that is the Ajax Archive. So if you want some random TTRPG musings, some little freebies that you can include in your own home game, such as NPCs, locations, some possible scenarios. I try to make them as system agnostic as possible, so you can kind of just like plug and play wherever. The idea is just to give you some themes to work with. Also, game and book recommendations are part of it. And if all else fails, I am posting pictures of my adorable dog Penny, who is currently trying to jump up here with me for some reason.
And he's great. So that's
Yes. She is adorable. Let's see. Also, I am working on a mecha TTRPG that I am looking at publishing before the end of the year. At the moment, I'm working with the name Ironframe, a mecha TTRPG. So be on the lookout for that.
nice. Hell yeah. Who you passing it to?
Let's see. Q. You had to go last time, so now you're going second.
Sure. Hi, I'm Q, your friendly neighborhood cowboy maker, still living out here in these unprecedented times. My kingdom for precedented times. Boy, howdy. I was playing Mr. Sullivan Sully Crawford, your sweetest cinnamon roll, who's just out here doing his best. He, him for pronouns, both him and myself. When you don't see me here, you can find me out on the internet at Midnight Inc. That's Midnight _ INQ. Q is my name. I'm sure you get it. Save a horse, ride a cowboy. I'm still making cowboys. Bazinga. We're a little
Scouts
low.
are kind of cowboy, technically, right? They're similar. They're on the same level.
Not quite. Not quite. No, but I appreciate it. We're a little low on things right now, but you can find me every other Saturday for class reunion over on Life from the Apocalypse. And then alternating Tuesdays, you'll see me for Nephilim Tenebris, where I'm playing one such cowboy, Captain Omari Leda, who went through shit so badly that he changed. He went back to his original name. He's no longer going based off of the alias.
Time, friend.
It's been a time. Sundays, because I fully fucking... It's fine. Back here on alternating Sundays for Sundered Skies, a Fabula Ultima game run by our good boy XTEL over here. I don't know why I say good boy. That's fine. Anyway, we're playing Doc Sunny Valentine, who climbs like Edward Cullen and runs like Devilman Crybaby. You're welcome. X, it's your turn.
And hello, I am me. Possibly. You'll never know. Anyway, if you'd like to follow maybe me, you can find me at Xtro the King on the socials, maybe. And you can catch me possibly tomorrow evening on Don't Kill My Character for the return. Well, I guess not the return, but my return on Superhero Shenanigans, some Mutants and Masterminds. AUP, where I play the hottest man alive, both literally and literally. Leo King, aka Emperor, who's based off of Captain Burns in from Fire Force. If you've seen that, at least his powers are. Although there might be some fun stuff happening with that. We'll see. You got to tune in to find out. And then you can catch me here again on Friday, this Friday, for Sentine Sensibility, where I play Jax, put him in a bio LaFay. Also known as Jax, put him on a t-shirt LaFay. So, there's a lot of put-ems that he's known for. Walk him down as well. But yeah, you catch me here for that. Let's see. Is there anything else going on? Sundays, Sundered Skies, as Q said, in which they'll be getting an okay beach episode. They need a break from life, from the sky literally cracking apart. So have a good time. Yep, the sky is cracking apart. Yeah, it's great. And let's see. I don't know. My mind is a lot on Bloodlines 2.
Can I tee you up for two things? Can I do that?
Oh yeah.
So
We'll kick it over the line for this.
what are we doing Sundered Skies for? Are we doing anything with Sundered Skies?
Yeah. What we're doing with Sundered Skies is we're raising money for Rises, an organization that is there to help families get into and establish themselves in the U.S. They provide legal funds and provide all types of support for their community members to help people just exist here in a good way, which there's a lot of people.
Kind of fucked that up right now.
There's a lot of people who don't want that to happen. Specifically, people who are in power. If you know. Yeah, those shitbags. They want to stop people like the people that Riceys help from living here. And, well, we're just going to stop that. We're trying to give that good vibes instead of bad vibes. It's a good time. We want to help people establish themselves and live a good life because everybody deserves to. So, yeah. That's what we're doing Sundered Skies for. So come on by, watch it. It's a good time. And you get to see me torture them.
It's great. It's wonderful. And if I remember
this
correctly,
is an added bonus.
You also have a start playing right now. You have games going, right?
Oh yeah. See, look, my too much on Bloodlines is the problem. I'm ready because I'm gonna be missing in action when that game comes out. It's gonna be okay, but I do have to start playing, which you can. Sorry, excuse me. Which you can catch, which you can find in links on my socials, where I'm running vampire tables and a werewolf table. One of the vampire tables filled up, so get in the other one. I believe one of our
as somebody that has played Vampire with X, do it. You are in for a treat.
100%. Can't co-sign that hard enough.
And look, one of our community members, Alana, is in the game too. So the vampire game that's not filled up. At least there's 4 more seats left. Werewolf has 2 more seats, which you can join, which happens every other Sunday. And also the vampire game also happens on every other Sunday, but the opposite Sundays. Of course. But yeah, and then from there, I'll kick it over to Lion because my brain.
Hey, y'all, it's Drake Lionheart. I use they, he pronouns, and I have had the gift of being able to be your tail slinger for tonight for One Night at Ollie's 2, which I'm just so thrilled that we've been able to do, and will be continuing, because if you enjoyed this, join us October 28th at 9 p.m. Eastern for part 2 of One Night at Ollie's 2. So the second part of part 2. It's going to be a great time. We've got a lot we got to resolve, and boy, oh boy, am I going to make them earn it. You'll be able to see me now. You can find me everywhere online. I can remember everything. My brain is only partially souped today. You can find me everywhere online. It's Drake Lionheart across all the socials. You can also find me on our Discord. The Tales from the Table Discord, you can find a link in our About section or on any of our socials. It's a great community with some absolutely wonderful people. You should come check it out. We got great creatives, players, human beings. We love to talk about a whole plethora of stuff. We have a bunch of channels for anything random. We love talking about food. There's a wrestling channel now. It's a great time. But come hang out. It's also the best way to keep up to date with all of our announcements and have first crack at any of our casting calls when we throw them out. Or when we throw out our calls for pitch sheets, when we're looking for new tale singers to come in and tell your stories with us. You'll be able to find me next on Friday with X over at Table 2 for Nights of Magic and Mystery. It's been a time. Last week was a hell of an adventure, or last episode rather, and I can't wait to see what happens next because I know some of the stuff because we talk about it with the rest of the cast. It's going to be wild. It's going to be wild, and you're not going to want to miss it. Then you'll be able to see me on Sunday for Sundered Skies, which, again, is a wonderful game. Everyone's already talked about it. I don't climb like Edward Cullen. I don't run like Devilman Crybaby, but I do sling a meme sensor. And if you want to know more about that, you should come check that out. It's a great game, great cast, wonderful time. Then I'll be back on Tuesday with some more cozy co-working every Tuesday at 11 a.m. Eastern. I'm hanging out. We're talking about whatever. This time we talked a lot about wrestling. There was a lot of wrestling talk, but also Teen Titans, which was cool. We talked about a lot of Teen Titans stuff today. It was a great time. I call it cozy co-working. I never get any work done, but I have great conversations with y'all, and that's what matters. And then you'll be able to see me the Wednesday after that. That's the 22nd for Neon over at Live from the Apocalypse, a Girl by Moonlight cyberpunk game where I play the saddest boy who's not actually dead, but everyone thinks is. And it's a great time. We are on episode 3, and I am 2 away from Eclipse, and it's gonna happen. We're real excited about it. It's
Jesus
a time.
Christ.
Yeah, I took it as a challenge, and we're gonna speedrun this, and I can't wait. We also have a movie night coming up, October 24th at 9 p.m. Eastern. We're going to be watching Hard Eyes over on the Discord, so come hang out. Watch the movie with us. It's a great slasher rom-com written by a fantastic comedian called Josh Rubin. If you know who that is, awesome. If you don't, go look Josh Rubin up. Josh Rubin is an absolute treat. Yes, so do that. Do all of these things. I think that's everything I have to talk about right now. Oh, right. I have to say, I'm going to be at PAX U this year. If you're going to be at PAX U, come say hi. I'm real excited to see you in person and talk about stuff. I'm also going to be running games through Games on Demand. If you're interested in playing in the original One Night at Ollie's, I'll be running that. That's Kids on Bikes. I'm also going to be running what I believe is the best PBTA of all time and my favorite TTRPG of all time, Worldwide Wrestling RPG. So even if you don't like wrestling, come check it out. It's a great game. But regardless, I think that's everything I have to go over right now. And if not, I'm sure someone... Oh, I forgot something?
No, you didn't. But I want to add something here. Menadria may not run like Devilman Crybaby or climb like Edward Cullen. But in combat, definitely has Escanor vibes. I'm just saying. I'm just saying it's very true.
The entirety of my knowledge of Escanor comes from you, but I will take it because Escanor. So I think that's everything from me. I do have to remind everyone: eat enough food, drink enough water, do the things you got to do for yourself. Remember to love yourself, take care of yourself, and remember to make space to lean on people and to give people the opportunity to lean on you when you have the spoons for it. Now more than ever, community is so important, and that's going to be true for the foreseeable future. Unfortunately, there's a lot of things happening in the world right now, especially if you happen to live stateside. It's going to be really important that you have people you can rely on, who you can trust and be close to. Until next time, I love you so, so much. Always remember to tell your tales. Love you. Stick around because we're going to be raiding over to Manage RPG. Like I said, we'll see you. Spiel says bye.